What's going on YouTube? My name is Simon Sniped and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a quick look at how we can full auto Shadow Palace 5 and what you will need to do that. So let's get into it. Before I go into how to actually do it, there are two very important points I need to first bring to your attention. The first thing is, Shadow Palace 5 is an endgame content, meaning to say it is designed to be hard. And being hard means that there are certain gear and unit levels required to be able to clear them. So in the event that you fail any of these stages by following this guide, I apologize in advance, but I hope that you can continue to strengthen your units and try again. The second thing is that the units I will be recommending in this video are the results of testing out various compositions using multiple accounts and prior to scouring the internet for working strategies. So if it ends up similar or the same as some other strategies you found, it's purely a coincidence and I do not mean to plagiarize without crediting the original creator. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, allow me to first state what I will mean by tank gears, DPS gears, and CDR gears in the following section. Tank gears should have a minimum of 30% anti-ground resistance and anti-melee or range damage resistance, and the sets should have at least 2 pieces of HP. Usually used by frontlines such as Liu, Twins, Chifuyu, and maybe even Hilde. As for DPS gears, it should have at least 40% anti-ground damage with other offensive substats. Set pieces should depend on the unit that you give it to, and the units that usually use these are like Xiaolin, Adele, Licorice, Dayun, Awaken Soyun, and Awaken Yuna, etc. As for CDR gears, they should have a minimum of 50% skill haste. You can still work with 30%, and ideally you want 72, but that's a very limited set. You'll want these on your healers such as Evelynn and Harim, and also on your supporters such as Kyle, Xinjia, and so on. Do be reminded that these are but a rough guideline to know if you are mostly ready to tackle the palace, and you may still find success having lower stats than what was mentioned. So do try it out and at least experience it for yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below or just join us on Discord and let's help each other out. Let's begin with stage 5-1. This is going to be the team that we'll be using to clear this stage. You may pause the video to set up your team according to what is shown on the screen, and make sure to have your best CDR gear on Kyle, Evelynn, and Harim. DPS gear should be on Xiaolin and Adele, and your best tank gears on Liu. As for ship choice, Enterprise or New Ohio works very well here. Running in the background is a full run with the team mentioned. Moving on to stage 5-2, we have Lee Soo-yeon as the mini-boss to this stage, and I have 2 recommended teams that you can run to clear this stage. Here is the first team Com, and here is the second. I would recommend the team with Awaken Yuna for a more stable and consistent run. As for ships, preferably use New Ohio to skill seal the mini-boss to create a more safer run environment. You may refer to the footage running in the background on how this team cleared the stage on auto. For stage 5-3, we have what I personally think is the trickiest stage of the 5. In all these stages, we cannot afford to let any of these mini-bosses cast their ultimate skill, as it either wipes your team or just outright blows up your ship. This deployment sequence is crucial as the timing of Carl entering the field will allow him to land a stun on Nayubin and cancels one special skill. After that, the win condition is being able to kill Nayubin before he casts his ultimate. Failure to do so is usually due to you being gear capped. New Ohio works best here as well, buying you time with the skill seal. Once again, refer to the footage rolling in the background for a practical reference. Stage 5-4 is a combination of the 2 mini-bosses that enters the field at various intervals. Since there's a deployment resource restriction, we will be using these units shown in the screen to complete the stage. The gears and ship used by this team is the same as the ones before, so rearrange them according to the sequence and you should do just fine. For this final stage, no Awaken units are allowed, so this is the team that most of us are going to be stuck with. Since there isn't any special mechanics involved, you only need to deploy them in this sequence using the same ship and gears as in stage 5-4, and you should complete this without the cinch. And that's it for the guide on how to full auto Shadow Palace 5. Once again, I'd like to repeat one more time that this is an endgame content and the rewards don't require you to rush it out as soon as possible. You may still continue to farm Shadow Palace 4 if you can't clear the 5th one. The rewards may just be a little less crafting materials, but in the end of the day, your gold may not be able to keep up with crafting everything anyway. So good luck! And if you manage to clear it, I hope the guide worked, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!